Greetings everyone, my name is Tony Holowitz and I want to thank you for being here for this tutorial. I had a phone call from a client the other day. He reached out and said his Act CRM software is running slow. Now he has a version of Act that is about 3 years old, and one of the things that I know from experience is sometimes software like Act can out of the blue just suddenly start acting a little weird, not responding the way you're used to. So as I started pondering what could be causing this, I said, you know what, let me reach out to some of my colleagues, and I posed the question, what could be some of the causes for Act CRM software running slow suddenly out of the blue? And these are some of the answers I got. 11 possible causes, and I'm going to go through those with you right now. The first thing is rather obvious. I've had situations where people have reached out to me and said there's a problem, and I will talk to them, and one of the questions I'll think to ask them is, have you restarted your computer recently? And I can't tell you how many times people say no. They've had the computer up and running for a week, 2 weeks. It's just one of those simple things that you think about, and sometimes you forget to ask. So the first step is just simply restart your computer and see if Act starts responding a little bit quicker. The next thing could be your antivirus software. Has your software updated? Has something changed with the software? So whatever that is, a good way to test it is turn off the antivirus software temporarily and see if Act responds a little bit better. Might there have been a Windows update recently? I've seen just weird things in general happen with computers when new Windows updates come on. Again, that could be a cause. Full moon. Is there a full moon? Now I digress. Obviously, I'm joking here, but sometimes computers just do weird things out of the blue. Many years ago, I had a client right across from Harvard University, and I'm in the greater Boston area, and she had this old building she had her office in. And I swear, I think some of the things that happened to her computer was related to ghosts. It had to be, because there were no other reasons that could be causing some of the issues she was having with her computer. And we always joked about it. Anyway, another thing that could be causing it is startup programs. What kind of startup programs are working when you start up your computer? Is there a lot of behind the scenes things that are starting up, eating up the resources of your computer? And on that note, we recommend, if you can, have at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. RAM is what really gives your computer that oomph, that workability. It's what is sort of the workhorse of your computer that allows you to have multiple computer software programs open. For example, browsers, Firefox or Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge, browsers and other software that eats at the resources of your computer, and that can slow things down. So that's one option. Or is there a possibility you're having some kind of computer issues? Is something on your computer failing? Is this just a sign that something's going on? And you might want to take a look at that. Another thing inside of Act has a global search feature. Now, my experience has been a lot of people never touch this aspect of Act, but it's something that's there, and it's something you can turn off. Act has a feature called Repair and Index. So you've got a database, you've got a lot of moving parts, you have contact information, you have underlying notes and histories. Sometimes people use sales opportunities. There's all this data that's being held in Act. And a repair and index is just general maintenance. It's like getting your car tuned up. It's a little bit of a tune-up for Act. So repair and index is another option. Act has something called preferences. When you use Act, you can set certain preferences, like, for example, to use Microsoft Outlook for sending email. You can tell it which screen to start up when you start up Act, and other preferences as well. Sometimes those can become corrupted, and you just have to reset or rebuild them. That can be another thing. A colleague of mine, Michael, suggested that you should remove cleared activities. Now, what I see a lot of times is sometimes people schedule things in Act, but once that task or meeting or call has been done, they never clear it or remove it. If you have a lot of old activities, this can catch up with you. So clear out your cleared activities if you have been clearing them, or if you have old activities, and I've seen clients with activities from years and years ago, this can sometimes be a cause as well. If you have any questions and you need help with any of this stuff, feel free to reach out to me. But I just want to give you a rough overview of what could be causing some of this. And, we'll do our best to help you out. My name is Tony Holowitz. Thank you so very much. You have a great day. Be well, my friends.